a million degrees. I got a new light. I'm not sure how it's doing. It's very bright. This is my reaction to The 100, Season 5, Episode 3, Sleeping Giants. Last time, the episode was all about my queen, Octavia, so I loved it. Love her. Jaha died, which affected me a lot more than I thought it would, but overall it was a really good episode. Oh shit, we're gonna use it.
Inmates past this point.
Inmates?
You said people they thought were disposable.
Sounds familiar.
Relax. Their ancestors were prisoners.
Come on. She's gonna hear Clarke and Bellamy.
You're hurt. We have no idea.
All units be advised the subject is armed and dangerous.
I love you.
Good work. Bring her to me. We've got a lot to talk about.
We gotta get down there. No.
They don't know it's Clarke yet. They don't know it's Clarke.
Answer the question.
So she's gonna be like Lincoln when they first. I don't think she's gonna talk.
First we pray. Secure the perimeter. Her people will come for her. Good cop. You're with me.
So is it Zeke? Is he like the Finn? Like, you know, let's try to make peace, let's try to talk to them. Clarke's kind of like Lincoln when they first got him. Don't talk.
What observation like they had on Allegiance 3? Maybe she doesn't speak English.
It's like Lincoln. Does that mean she's gonna die? Jason did say this is gonna be a tragedy.
She speaks English.
This overall.
I, for one, it's your stupid little jokes.
Thank you, Echo. Please don't encourage him. He just misses his algae farm. What's that supposed to mean? It's pretty clear you'd rather we stay in the ring. Tell me how you really feel, Monty. I thought I just did.
There's no time for fighting
because
right
I'm excited to go back down to the grounds that I'm hiding from the real world. You don't like being called useless, do you, Murphy?
Kodiak. They're gonna unfreeze him.
Talking about me, weren't you?
Don't flatter yourself, John. Relax. Great-great-grandpappy Blake was an astronaut with how many PhDs?
4.
And how many do you have? He said he was trying to deactivate cryo. Bellamy, look out! Hey! Let her go! Down. 299 to go.
So, Zeke or Zach or whatever his name is was the only guard down there right now. That's what it looks like. Okay, my lighting sucks. Sorry, I've waited all day to watch this episode. And I was gonna wait till tomorrow morning, but I have to watch it.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Arthur C. Clarke.
Oh,
How long can I live like this?
She died so we could live. Bellamy, this is how we do that.
Bellamy.
Maybe not.
Clarke didn't die for us to live, just so we can go back to the ground and make the same mistakes.
If you let her go, I'll tell you everything.
I kind of wanted her to speak in their language.
Start with how the world ended. Which time?
Which time? I just love that line. I kind of really wanted her to speak in the grounder language, so they'd be like, oh, she doesn't speak English, you know, they could keep talking in front of her. And that way, like, if she, like, begged correctly, maybe they would notice that she's begging for their life. And I don't know, she could say, like, throw some English in there to make her understand. That's what I would have done.
As to teaching you would take days, and knowing you probably still screwed up. It has to be me.
No.
I am not leaving you here.
No.
I'll be fine. The more I can get you down, that's what I trained her for.
Come up with something else. I left Clarke behind to die, and
I'm not leaving.
I'm not doing that again.
There's an escape pod, you idiot.
Is she lying?
6 years ago, I promised myself I would find a way to get us back down. Bellamy, this is it. Please. Let me get you all home.
Someone has to run things from here.
So let it be John.
I said, it's typical. Load up. Let's go.
Murphy's gonna stay behind.
Staying too.
Mervin.
What? The more you're flying, this isn't survivor's move. See you on the other side.
Oh no, don't say that. People die when they say that. They're separated. The boat's leaving.
It's not a bad view.
Murphy, what the hell are you doing here?
Keeping you company. You're welcome, by the way.
I only told Bellamy that because I knew he would never leave me behind without a way down.
Knew it.
You know what? You're right. Dying alone would have sucked.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No. No.
Son of a bitch.
No. They'll get there. They're landing. They're landing.
Successful.
She did it. Yes! Good job, Amori.
We didn't die.
No, we didn't. We have 5 more hostiles. At least one is armed. We still playing nice?
Tell you what happened if you lied to me. I didn't lie. I don't know.
Bitch, she didn't lie.
Take her outside. Use the collar.
I thought you'd never ask.
4 of ours are dead. Time to even the score.
Congratulations. One of you gets to live.
Fuck you, Maddie. We got Maddie. Yes. She's gonna say Bellamy.
Bellamy? Clarke knew you would come.
Clarke.
Clarke's alive.
She's in trouble. We have to go.
What about the others in the bunker?
Still there.
What? No. How can that be?
I'll explain on the way.
Oh my god, I dreamed of this. Oh my god.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. I might burn your fingers.
I won't let anything happen to Clarke. I promise.
She's gonna see him.
Unarmed. Just want to talk.
No reason not to kill you where you stand.
How about I give you 283? That's how many of your people are gonna die if you and I can't make a deal.
283 lives. For what? She must be pretty important to you.
She is.
Please don't run, please don't run, please don't run, please don't run. Please don't run. Please don't. Fuck. Oh my god. I can't. Oh. shaking. First off, sorry for all the lighting switches and everything. I've never loved a show this much. Can't even explain it. I love how this show parallels everything from season 1, but from a different point of view. I love how the season is basically a reset of the show The 100. The elitist people are the delinquents. Clarke is like Lincoln. They caught her. You know, she's a grounder now. They caught her. They tried to get her to talk. She eventually did, whereas Lincoln didn't. But then again, she has Madi, which is like Octavia. They had Madi. So it parallels Octavia, and now the relationship that Bellamy and Octavia had when Bellamy first got to the ground is kind of like the relationship Clarke and Madi had, because she wouldn't have talked, but she only talked because they had Madi. Raven and Mervyn, they're staying behind. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm very worried, and I know those bitches on the ground, they're gonna trigger something up on the Allegiant ship, because in the trailer for season 5 we see Murphy being tortured. If I were Bellamy and I was leaving behind someone and they're like, there's an escape pod, show me on the schematics where this escape pod is located, just to like make sure. Raven, when she said it would suck to die alone, kind of parallels back when it was Murphy and Raven in the dropship after Clarke pulled the lever and they were taken to Mount Weather. When I watched the season 5 trailer, I spent a lot of time being like, where's Murphy? I don't see Murphy on the ground. When he was like, what the hell, let's be good guys, and then they closed the door. And he said, see you on the other side. Never good words. See you on the other side is just never good. I'm so terrified he's gonna die. And we can't lose Raven. And I feel like she feels bad because, you know, she promised them that they would find a way down, and they were there for 6 years and they couldn't get back down, and that's part of the reason why she was willing to sacrifice herself. Okay, let's talk about Clarke. I love that she stayed quiet for such a long time. I kind of wish that it would have been a little bit more like Lincoln, where he didn't say anything at all, but then again, Lincoln didn't have anyone out there. Clarke did. Madi saw Clarke as the way that she had to be on the ground. She never had to see that side of Clarke because it was just the two of them. They lived these 6 years in peace by themselves in Eden, and now this prisoner ship comes down and all hell breaks loose. Madi. When she saw them, and she saw him standing there, and she was just like, Bellamy? And she's like, Clarke knew you'd come. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, finally, he knows she's alive. Like, I dreamed of that moment. I knew Madi was gonna see Bellamy and she was gonna recognize him. Like, I dreamed of that, like, scene. I'd be like, this is how it's gonna go. Bellamy was gonna come down with everyone, and she'd see him, and she'd recognize him from all the drawings and stories, and she'd be like, Bellamy? And then they'd be like surprised, like, how does this kid know my name? Well, because Clarke's alive and she's been telling stories about you for a very long time now, and I just couldn't wait for that scene, because I didn't think Bellamy was going to run into Clarke first. I thought it was going to be with Madi. They're her heroes, and she finally gets to meet them, and she just trusted Bellamy right away because Clarke trusts him, and so will Madi. And oh my god, I just can't. I really thought Bellamy and Clarke weren't going to reunite till a later episode, and I was hoping so much for Madi being the one to find Bellamy and just saying his name, and Bellamy knowing and explaining everything that was going on the way. They did say that Clarke's blood was like the blood of Elysia's 3. So I'm thinking there's at least 3 more ships out there. I love that line though. Like, tell us how the world ended, and she's just like, which time? Everything of this episode is amazing. 10 out of 10. Again, I always say 10 out of 10, but really, in my mind, it's like 9 out of 10, just because I did want a little bit of a flashback of what happened in Spacekru during those 6 years, kind of like what we got with Clarke and Octavia. Bellamy, when Charlemagne said 298 lives to save one person, she must be real special to you, and he's like, she is. Oh, fuck yeah, she is. She is your soulmate. Even if people say it's platonic right now, like I said, 9 out of 10, because I would have liked to see more of the character developments of them while they were in space, you know, just at like the beginning, like something to make us like not dislike Echo so much. Like, I like the fact that she trained them and she trained Raven, but you know, something more to connect us more with the characters. I feel like over the time Bellamy has been more of the brain now. I still see the heart. He can be both. He didn't want to just kill those 300 people in Cairo sleep. I tried to stay away from spoilers and promos and trailers, except for like the season trailers, because like I waited long enough for that. I was suffering. I needed that trailer. But it's sometimes hard, because I do watch other reactors, and sometimes at the end of their reaction the promo for the next episode is there, so I just have to like quickly skip over that part before I hear too much. I do think in this season we are going to lose a couple more people. Hope it's not Raven, Clarke, Bellamy, Madi, Octavia, Monty, Murphy, Kane. I feel like Kane's gonna die and Bellamy's gonna be like the new Kane. Jaha already died. Abby might die. I hope Miller doesn't die. If Octavia dies, I die. Characters I'm okay with dying. Echo and Amori. Like, so far I am loving Amori. Like, she spent this time, she learned about flying ships and technology and all this stuff, like considering like how she was when we first met her, and caring for her family now. Like, the 100's renewed for season 6. We're getting another season of the 100. I'm so excited to see this. I want to see where it goes. I'm just really, really, really excited. I'm very glad that this show is gaining more fans and followers, and it's gaining more recognition in the CW as well as Netflix, because it's just an amazing show. Hope you guys like this reaction. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. My channel will probably just consist of like some Octavia videos and maybe some other 100 videos. I am working on an Octavia video right now. Hopefully I can post that when I post this. I do not have internet here. I use my phone internet, and whenever I go to class, I take my laptop and upload it there. Thanks for watching.